had a problem, showing y'all the real me. Hair when it's fucked up, crib when it's filthy.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're an oldie but a goodie, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This here is my best friend slash sister slash person I can't get away from slash the most annoying person in my life. You guys know her. I mention her name a lot in my videos. So as you guys can tell by the title of the video, today we are going to do how to get over a relationship. We're just both going to give you a few tips. If you guys are wondering what that noise is, it's my child right here throwing my ashtray. Of course, why wouldn't she be? And by the way, you guys, she has a son too.
Yeah.
Who's in a walker. She's gonna go. Yeah. See, that's my godson. This is her goddaughter. But yeah, she has a son. And
My one and only.
yeah, I'm having about 10 more, so you know. But I'm gonna start off, and then we can just keep going after that. So I say you block him on everything. Block his number, block him on Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat. If he on YouTube, go to his YouTube page and block him over there. Just get rid of every sign of him, because as much as you look at it, you're just gonna be thinking about, oh my God, I miss him. I love him. And go ahead, I can edit it. I can edit you out. Do what you're doing. I can edit. Like, I edit all my videos. And it's like the trash. Once you throw the trash out, you're not going to go picking through the garbage again, are you?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, especially when you have strong feelings for that person and you never thought he'll do you wrong. And then when that one moment, that one argument that transpired to a relationship ending could hit you like real hard. You can feel it. So, I've been through a lot of heartbreaks. It's not easy getting rid of that person, but once you do, and once you slowly progress and focus on what you have is what matters, you're going to eventually overcome the heartbreak. It's not easy.
Okay, your turn. What else could you do to get rid of it next?
Basically, you can just stop talking to them. Keep your distance. If they constantly keep calling you private number, you let them know, look, what happened. It's not going to work out. The fact that, things happened the way it did, there's no reason to contact me. Obviously, us together is not the best for one another. It's not the best, especially if you have kids. It's not the best for the kids to be around that unhealthy relationship. It's not good to argue or anything like that around children. It's not good for them to see, because then they're going to think that that's okay, that that's the environment they're supposed to grow up around.
Another thing you can do is, I say, I think it's different if you have a kid by that person. But I say you think about your next relationship and what you want, and what that other person did so wrong to you that you don't want done in your next relationship. Because if you were in a relationship where somebody criticized you all the time,
I don't care.
You don't want your next relationship to be the same thing. You don't want your next relationship to have someone always telling you, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're not good at this, you're not good at that. You should think about what was happening in that relationship, whether it was your fault or not because of the breakup. You should just, think about what you want for your next relationship and not dwell on that other person, because dwelling on them just makes you miss them even more. Because, some people don't know what they have.
There ain't no perfect relationship. There's obviously no perfect man. Men are going to mess up regardless. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to make you feel a type of way, but they're not perfect.
They have a saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Right.
Most men are like that. They'll see you doing your thing and then they'll want to run back because they did something wrong.
There are loyal men out there. There are men that won't hurt you. Sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes it's even, I'm a woman coming from me, but sometimes it's even women hurting the other. So it can go both ways. It's not only one way. But most of the time it is men who tend to hurt the women, and the way they do it, it cuts, a nerve.
I know y'all see Vanessa head right here by my vagina. I had to point that out. It was just sitting there.
It cuts a nerve, it hurts, sometimes it takes people a long time to get into another relationship, to trust that one another, because the trust has been damaged.
And I also say you do something you haven't done in a while for yourself. If you think going to get your nails done and your feet done is something you can do to get over it, then you do that. If you feel like it'll take your mind off of things, go do that. Go get your nails done, your hair done, your feet done, all that other stuff. And it makes people feel a whole lot better. And it'll make you think, I haven't had this in a while. It's good to just focus on myself. Focusing on yourself is the top thing that you can do. You need to focus on yourself and don't jump right into a relationship right after.
Right,
it's all right
especially if you're a mom, a single parent, especially, it always has to be about your kids. There's going to be plenty of relationships you get in, whether it's long term or short term, but it's about your children, and you wouldn't want your children in that kind of environment if you think it's not good or healthy for him or her to be around.
And make
CJ,
sure.
what are you doing? Are you trying to get out?
I know that a lot of my subscribers saw me in my last relationship because I posted 2 videos with my ex up here, but I took them all down. And I'm currently pregnant by my ex. We weren't together that long, but I'm still pregnant. And I feel like if you have a kid, make sure your conversations are just about your child.
Right.
Do not let the conversation go on to, I miss you, I love you, I want to see you. No, it's, your son needs this or your son needs that, or are you coming to pick up your daughter? Yeah, it's kind of like he basically is using you as a fallback plan.
What makes me so hurt, what makes a lot of women, around the world very hurt is when they, there's plenty of men out there who tell these lies, who I'm never going to hurt you. We've all heard the same lies. We've always heard, oh, you're the only woman for me. I'll never hurt you. She's just a friend. Everybody heard them lies. And then when they knock you up, it's crazy because then they don't want to claim it or they don't want no responsibility. But the responsibility is there. Little do they know that either at the end of the day, you're going to handle what you created by force or by choice. So either way.
Yeah, so all I can say is don't go back into that relationship. That relationship was toxic and you don't want to be in it. You don't want your next relationship to be like that. You don't want, like she said, your kids to grow up thinking it's okay to argue. It's okay. Not every relationship's not perfect. I can tell you guys that now. Every relationship's not perfect. You guys will have your disagreements, your arguments. You guys might have verbal fights once in a while. As long as things don't get physical and it's not an everyday reoccurrence thing you got going on, then it's a relationship. That's part of a relationship. And if your dude was holding something against you, then maybe that relationship wasn't meant to be.
Right. A lot of the times women be like, women and men, they think things are not going to change if you forgive them. Oh, they change. They seem like they actually got their stuff together. And then little do they know when it happens again, it's like they feel like the idiot. The men won't change. I have to continue telling myself and making sure that I learn this every day, that men only are going to change when they want to change. They're not going to change because if you make them. They make the effort if they want to.
Now, she knows a lot more than I do. She's been in a committed relationship for 4 years now, and she's engaged, so
it's not perfect.
My friend has a little bit more experience.
It's not perfect. I mean, I've been engaged 4 years. It's not perfect. We argue all the time. It's because I've made my mistakes. And because I was interfering with the wrong influences of, of friends,
That's not me. I'm not included in that.
No, she's not. But, they say once a cheater, always a cheater, which is not true. Not all the time. It's not accurate at all. I've made my mistake and I've completely changed. I've, sworn to myself and him that I would never make that mistake because I am, in fact, in love with my fiance. But he makes mistakes himself. Something told me to leave him, but I chose to stick with him. I chose to stick it out. I chose to...
I'm sorry, but look how your son is staring at my daughter chasing an ashtray around the room. Like, you just roll it. She's just going after
My
it.
son has a little crush on his daughter.
My daughter's 3 months older than her. I'm older than him, and I'm older than her by
about
a
crush on her daughter.
Almost just a couple of months, probably like 10 months.
And it's crazy because our kids are in the same predicament.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's just, he gets on my nerves. All men do. We may both make mistakes. We argue. It's because after when I hurted him, I have never done it again. We tried having our baby. We had a son. Things got better. I've never cheated on him again. Never will. He's never cheated on me, but yet, like I said, he was in a similar situation when we first met because he was already dating somebody, and he chose me We argue all the time, and I keep telling him it's not healthy for our son to keep on arguing. It's not healthy for us to keep on going back and forth, and we're still learning to communicate. Our communication skills are way off. You know, it's in a relationship, if you really want to make things work, then you have to put in the full 100. You know, it's 50-50, so one can't be putting more than the other. You both have to meet halfway. It depends if you want to. You can't force the other to do it. And if you think for so long, if it's not working and you're the only one putting in your half, then it tells you something. Then it's not working out. You know, then it tells you then it's time to move on. And the memories is great. Good and bad, they were you know, you have those memories. You guys still, you know, if you share a son, that you guys share that with each other. You still can be in his life if you choose to. You don't have to be together just because you have a baby. A lot of women get that confused. Just because they have a baby together, it tells them, okay, we have to stay together. That's not the case.
You can still co-parent and not be with the father of your child. Yeah. I do it with my current baby father now. I have a daughter by him, and we were not together, but we video chat so he could see his child. Like, we make it about her, not about each other. I'm gonna kick your butt. We make it about her and not each other, because making it about each other is just going to make the feelings we have for each other come back up. And you don't want that to happen. You want to leave it there and leave it alone and let it be what it is. And as long as you're there for your kid, that's all that really matters.
That's right. And I'm no expert, but I've been through it. I've been through the heartbreaks. Yes, I messed up. You know, I messed up smoking weed with the wrong friends when I first met him. When I first met him, I was 19. So in a kind of way, I haven't grown up yet. I'm now 23. Having my son, I've become a mother. I've become more mature than I've been when I was 19. I was getting into a lot of trouble. I was, you know, following the wrong people, just trying to fit in, because I'm still insecure to this day about myself. But having the man that I am, he forgave me when he could have kicked me to the curb. You know, but he has his flaws too. It's, you know, sometimes he'll act like he's never made mistakes when in fact he has. We both have.
And you don't want to be in that kind of relationship either, where you're always being criticized about something.
Right.
That's not, you realize, I'm going to just point this out real quick. This was kind of like a how to get over a relationship video, but it turned into like relationship advice.
Basically,
so I'm going to have to change the title, But you don't want somebody who's always criticizing you about what you do and how you do it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to point it out every single time. Like, I don't get where you're coming from. Like, say it once, but if you don't like it, then, like, it's not all right to be criticized or have... There's one thing that's constructive criticism, and then there's a whole other thing when someone's just badgering you and belittling you all the time. So don't be in one of those relationships either.
Yeah, we still have things that we have to work out, me and him. You know, he says he wants to try, but yet sometimes I feel like he lacks his half of the relationship. And eventually, as my son gets older and if things are still the same, I have to be the one to make the decision. Because I don't want my son thinking it's okay to argue with his girl, you know, or have problems with his girl. I want my son, I want him, I keep telling him the same thing.
His girl, right here. Right here.
It's very important to make known that if you have a son, for the father's part, you have to set an example for your son. You don't want him growing up doing what you do, especially if, you know, you have a man who puts his hands on you. I've known a lot of, you know, my friends in that relationship that it was physical. You don't want your son thinking it's okay to hit women, and sure enough, he ain't gonna be, I'm not gonna be okay with that. I will put my foot down. You know, he will know that it's not okay to hit women. You're supposed to protect women, not hit them. You know, even if the woman hits you first, I'm not going to allow my son to hit back. I'm not.
Here's something that I've had in my last relationship. So if your boyfriend has a child by another woman, or your man, husband, whatever he is,
right,
it's okay for him to see her when it comes to their kids. Now, if he's letting her come over and kicking you out so she could come over and say pack, if he is going to see her for hours at a time and their kids are not there, like, that's something you need to be worried about. Don't let, like, your man has an obligation to his kids, not to the mother of his child. So, you guys just have to know that.
I'm going to step out real quick, guys.
Yeah. You guys just have to know that there's a fine line between having a relationship because of the kids and having a relationship. So here's a little bit of an update on this. Since she's 8 months old, she'll be 9 months on the 5th. She can crawl a lot. She can stand up by herself. And she loves this dance. Like, she'll stand up. I think you guys saw earlier in the video. But she can stand up alone. Like that. I'm not holding a 9. And she'll walk a little bit, too. But back
Sorry,
to the
I'm
topic.
back. Thank you. No, it's my fiance asked me what I want for dinner. You know, you think that when you're with each other for 4 years, what do you want to eat?
Midnight's under there. But she don't like surprises, so I don't understand why she complains. And then if somebody gets something she don't like, she goes all ape shit on them. Like, I don't.
Okay, I'm a little picky.
A little picky.
Okay.
Okay.
I could be.
Alright, just a little picky. That.
All I'm saying is, if you're in a relationship, your fiance should know everything you like, everything you don't like. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever. So yeah, that's basically our tips, tricks, and trades to relationships, getting over them when you don't want, when you do want in a relationship. But if you guys want to see me do more videos with her, you guys know you can let me know on my Snapchat. I mean, on my Instagram. I know a lot of you guys follow me on Snapchat. I don't even be on Snapchat like that.
I don't even know either. The filters are getting real old.
Yes.
I be on Instagram and Facebook.
So if you guys want to see more videos, if you have not already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how lit my videos are. And if you guys want to see her, you know, hit me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram, the baby's Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter below. I'll leave her IG down below too. You want Snapchat too or nah?
I don't really use it, but if you want to.
Alright, so I'll leave all her information down in the description box below, as long as mine and Nessa's. And thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. I'm going to talk her into doing more videos with me regardless.
You're my sister, so of course
And I've always said that I was never going to do a channel off topic a little bit with a friend or a relationship-wise partner.
Okay, but here I am.
Yeah, sadly enough. But yeah, I actually have a surprise for you guys. It involves Nessa. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit. She's got her own room because I moved in with my friend here. And she's got her own room. So I'm actually going to do my first vlog on us doing her room.
Yeah.
Never vlogged on my
It's
channel
just temporary till we save enough money to get out of here.
Yeah, but it's like her own little space, you know.
Yeah.
So we got that coming up soon. I got some other videos I have in mind.
We'll wait till our new house when we're going to be doing videos on that. Listen, I would have my own Instagram for my son, but his dad is not on board with it. That's what our argument when you made yours for your daughter. He wants to be all extra. You know how men are.
So anyway, Nessa has her own Instagram, and she seemed to be lighting up mine like a mug. Like, she got more pictures of her on my Instagram than I got on my Instagram. Well, and it's my Instagram.
I don't think he'll watch these videos, so on the down low, you're going to make
So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what else you guys want to do, and we will see you in our next video, or I'll see you in my next video. You guys know how it usually works. So I'm out, and it's time to edit this and put this up by tomorrow. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
What the hell?
Never had a problem showing y'all the real me. Hair when it's fucked up, crib when it's filthy.